Superdome. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
45, wide, set.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow, 43. Set, go.
Looking to throw, Rattler. This one's down the field, but going to wind up incomplete. Olsen and Evo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball out to punt. That is taken at the 10. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Throwing to start. Here's Dart. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And the Giants 1st down.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Open man is Robinson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 12 then. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Neighbors in motion. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
First down, New York.
A big-time play out of the G-men. And even 30 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run to the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. He'll work forward for a couple. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 8. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's hot. Left side. It's complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first and 10, here is Dart. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find your...
And he will get into the end zone. Cam Scanaboo. Touchdown, Giants. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Saints, nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second and 10.
Slide through. 10 black.
Throwing is Rattler. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter, in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
On the ready.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
45, White. Ready?
Throwing now is Rattler. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Dexter Lawrence. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. Here's Matthew Hayball now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
3rd down, they need 5. Dart. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Dart gonna throw it again. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
1st down.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here we go. 33. Yell, cut.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Fight. Black, 95.
To throw, it's Rattler. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Ready. 52 blue. Black ultra. Ready. Go. Green jack.
Now Rattler gonna throw. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, New Orleans.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
Ready?
Rattler now, back to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
Here's Rattler. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. He's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
Ready. Down. Ready.
Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down. And goal.
6-yard line. A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go with him again. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and goal.
38. Green. Ready.
Akers. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. And now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart. That's to Robinson. He's got it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A big play for the Giants. 32 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. To throw is Dart. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Giants. Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
(7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the zone read, it's a give to Scalaboo. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
New York.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
On the run to the right. To the pylon, he's in. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
14, Saints 3. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Drill green, red 38.
Looking to throw, Rattler. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down.
There on the coverage.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Dart's going to throw here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
To the air once more is Dart.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. shoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 35-yard line.
Neighbors in motion. On play action, it is Dart. Exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down.
Brings up second.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5. On the draw, here's Scatterby. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle.
And it's third down.
On third down, here is Dart. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's Dart on first and 10. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
In motion, it's Robinson. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Forced out to his right. Now he'll run it. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Third and 7. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll be forced out right, and he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go right here.
Set, huh?
Throwing is Rattler. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
45, right. Ready.
To throw, it's Rattler. Back deep for Olave. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Ready. Black, 95. Blue striker. Claude Ray.
Throwing now is Rattler. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
To go.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
On the ready.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
Ready. 10 black. Black ultra. Slice blue. Hut.
Now Rattler going to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And he'll be out of bounds, but gives them some breathing room. Up to the 35-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
On first and 10, here is Dart. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Play fake, now Dart, rolling right, now he'll run. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. 20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. On the move left. Now he takes off. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
A gain of 50.
It wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Dart. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
At the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
In motion, it's Robinson. 3rd and short. Here's Dart. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Dart gonna throw it again. Pushed out to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Come on, set. Red, steel, black.
Now, faking the give. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line. A nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down. Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
21 yards.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Here we go, set. 52 blue.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Black, set, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Blue striker. Yellow. Ready.
Rattler now back to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Drill green. Hut, hut.
Here's Rattler. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
22 needle. Needle blue. Hut.
Looking to throw. Rattler. Got it into the hands of Olave. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
That's good.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Ready, ready. Black shot. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing up top. That is caught. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards.
Ready,
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
Jack White, ready. Up.
They'll run here with Kamara. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he will score. Game on. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Saints are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Saints 10.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here comes Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Yards to go.
In motion, it's Robinson. Out of a shotgun, it's Dart. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's a gain of 17
A lot could go
yards.
wrong anytime you decide to
First
put the
down,
ball
Giants.
in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just hand off right, hand off.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. What to do now is they come up on 2nd and long. In motion, it's Robinson. Dart gonna throw here on 2nd down. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Third down.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
17 yards.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Moving left, and he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Scatterboo. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. But you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with
the pressure too much. He goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Bills drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, and that brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
For New York.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here is first and 10.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Needle blue. Hut.
Throwing is Rattler. Man, down the field, it's Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
17 yards.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes first and 10.
Fly blue. Ready.
Now Rattler going to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Set, ready. 45. White, smash, red. Red, cycle. Check.
To throw, it's Rattler. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 10.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
60 red. 60 red. Red, yellow. Hey, you, yellow.
Throwing now is Rattler. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Saints first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
First down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
40. Blaster, 6.
Back to the air one more time. He's got it at about the 8. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
Ready up.
Now, first and goal.
Let's go. Yellow, 43, blue striker. Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next looks to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working, and leads himself to a touchdown.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here we go. One final play. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a road win here for the Giants. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.